just two things that shouldn't go together is cucumber and potato. I'm shocked at how good this is. Hi, I'm Lori. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're tasting unique Asian flavored potato chips. My local Asian market just added this whole huge snack section, and they've got tons of different types of interesting, unique snack foods and potato chips that we don't normally get here in the US. So I bought every flavor that they have, and today we're going to taste those. First up is Italian red meat flavor. They're very orange. It's very kind of bland. There's a little bit of a tomato flavor to it, but not super strong. It has a little bit of a kind of a beefy meat type flavor to it. They're not something I would go out of my way to buy again. On a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being the best, I rate them maybe 3.5 out of 5. Switching gears completely, we have cucumber flavor. Ooh, it smells like spa water, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing for a potato chip. You can see there's little bits and flecks of, I'm gonna guess, cucumber. Can confirm it's like a potato chip with spa water on it. You know when you go to the spa and they have that big thing of cucumber water that's been sitting out there all day and has not just like the infused cucumber flavor, but the like, oh my God, way too much cucumber flavor. That's what this is. It's just, I don't know, it's just two things that shouldn't go together is cucumber and potato. I'm guessing it's not the worst that we're gonna try today, so I'll give it a 2 out of 5. It's just not good. Next up, we have spicy crawfish flavor. I'm hoping that this will undo some of the damage of the cucumber. It's giving shrimp boil. I love a good shrimp boil. You can see they've got some seasoning, some spice on there. Very much a shrimp boil flavor. Or, well, I guess a crawfish boil. It's got a little bit of a kick, but I wouldn't call it super spicy. It's actually really good. I would eat these again. I would actually buy these. Yeah, I'm gonna give these a 4 out of 5. Okay. Next up is Zunyi rice noodle flavor. Now, I don't know what Zunyi rice noodles are, but if you look at the picture here, it actually looks like a whole hot pot type situation. Not a whole lot of seasoning. Ooh. There's almost like a little, I don't know if it's limey, cilantro-y. There's something that I can't put my finger on that's really good. It's a really like umami, rich flavored chip, and it's very complex. I guess you're getting kind of the meat flavors, the noodle flavors, and whatever that green vegetable flavor situation is supposed to be on there. I'm shocked at how good this is. I would absolutely buy these again. I'm gonna rate them a 4.5. No, 4 3/4 out of 5. I was skeptical about this one because you've got the whole like pot of noodles situation here. And I feel like, at least for me, I was afraid that the flavors that were trying to do too much, too many things combined, too many ingredients would be kind of weird, but this is actually really good. Next up is the fried crab flavor. I'm guessing that these might taste a little bit like the spicy crawfish flavor. Not a whole lot of seasoning. Wow. Immediately, it's a stronger flavor. It's a little bit more oceany, briny, and it gives like that crab shell flavor almost. And the fried texture, the fried flavors are coming through. It's not bad, but it's not great. I definitely prefer the spicy crawfish. I think the fried, whatever they did to make the fried taste in here is kind of taking away from the actual crab flavor. So I guess we'll go like a solid 3.5, middle of the road. Again, not something I would go out of my way to buy. Next up, we have the grilled squid flavor, and you can see the little squid guy right there. And these are actually like a deep ridge chip. My hands are greasy from all the chips I've eaten so far. There we go. These are like a serious ruffles, ridgy situation. Grilled squid, huh? The ridges are nice. It's nice to have the different texture. It doesn't have a super briny or super oceany taste. You do get some of that grilled flavor. There's a little bit of smoke to it. It's fine. I would say I like this better than the fried crab, but not as much as the spicy crawfish in terms of seafood flavors. Maybe I'll give it like a 3 out of 5. Let's mix it up and go for something a little different. We've got the Mexican chicken tomato flavor. It's definitely a brighter, fresher tomato flavor than what we saw in the Italian red sauce. Like you can definitely, this definitely has a cooked or a stewed type flavor compared to this one, which is definitely more of a fresh garden flavor. I'm not really getting chicken though. It's almost giving ketchup a little bit. I really don't get the chicken though. Yeah, I'd give them a 3.75 out of 5. This is the Lay's pepper chicken flavor, and apparently it's inspired by the Taiwanese crispy fried chicken dish. Why can't I open these? Immediately it smells like chicken bouillon, which at least we get chicken smell in this chicken chip. Like we didn't really have chicken in the chicken and tomato one. So again, these are the ridges. It tastes like eating a less salty bouillon cube that has some crunch. There is a little bit of pepperiness to it. It's not super strong. It does give that feeling, that vibe of like a fried chicken wing. So for that, it's good. Like maybe a 3.8, 3.85. But I like that you get actual chicken flavor and chicken smell for a chicken chip. If you're interested in trying any of these unique flavor chips, check out any of your local Asian or international markets and see if they have them. But if not, I found a bunch of them online, so I've linked them in the description below. And if you have tried any of these, let me know which ones you have tried, which ones are your favorites, which ones you don't like. I'd love to hear your thoughts about some of these unique flavors. All right, let's get back to tasting. All right, we're gonna mix things up and go crazy with some of their flavors that are available in cans. This is the Lay's Spanish ham chip. Ooh, okay. Look at this. Pringles could never. I mean, it is kind of wasteful, but it does make for a really interesting chip delivery situation. And the first thing I'm noticing about these Spanish ham chips is, wow, are they ham colored? I'm not sure if I'm excited or terrified by this. There's something about those that are very, I don't know. It's definitely giving a smoked or a cured ham. It could use a little more salt, if I'm being honest. It's not bad. I don't know, like 3.6. I mean, did we get extra bonus points for these like lovely little delivery trays? Because that's really actually kind of cool. The label on this one says it's sauce flavored pancake or saucy pancake. Oh, I don't know about this one, guys. Can I just tell you that my hands are sticky from these chips and I don't understand how. Saucy pancake, there are little dollops of seasoning, sauciness, something. I have no idea. It kind of tastes like eating cardboard. Okay, I Googled it and it says it's a limited edition chip from China, combining the crispy texture of Lay's with the savory sweet flavor of pancake sauce. Now, is pancake sauce syrup or is that different in China? I guess it is giving a little bit of a syrupiness, but not very sweet. Would not recommend. 2 on a scale of 1 to 5. Next up is the avocado chip with the sweet mustard flavor. So I don't know if this is a chip made out of avocado, a chip made out of potato, or if it's an avocado and mustard flavor on a potato chip. I don't know. We have the same chip delivery system, and these are definitely very avocado green. Very mustardy, but also it's got that very like savory avocado flavor. It's a sweet mustard. It's not like a spicy brown, like a Golden's mustard. And that kind of balances nicely with the avocado. They're both, I don't know, kind of soft flavors, if that makes sense. The mustard's a little bit stronger than the avocado, but it doesn't really overpower it. I give it like a 3.8. Next up is Scallion pancake. I have to be honest. I love this. I know it's a plastic and it's terrible for the environment. It's an absolute waste, but it makes it easy to like get the chips out without diving your hand the whole way in like you do in the Pringles. I know these are Scallion pancake, and I imagine that this green is like meant to be scallion pieces, but honestly, it's just giving like moldy potato chip. Okay, it definitely has that strong scallion flavor, but it's not overpowering. It lacks the brightness that like a real fresh green onion or a scallion has, but it definitely captures the essence of a scallion pancake. I'll give it like a 3.7. What I will say overall so far about the chips is generally they're pretty balanced. Like there's not, even when there's multiple flavors, the flavors play together nicely. There's not one huge crazy dominant flavor that overwhelms the other flavors. I feel like American style chips are very strong, kind of punch you in the face type flavors, whereas these are more subtle and more balanced and generally pretty representative of the thing they're supposed to be. I feel like another thing I've noticed on the whole about these chips is they're not overly ridiculously salty like a lot of American style chips are. So that's kind of nice. Umeboshi vegetable pancake flavor. What is umeboshi? Umeboshi are traditional Japanese pickled plums known for their distinct sour and salty flavor, often enjoyed as a side dish, topping for rice, or in rice ball. Okay, so these are, I guess, the pickled plum flavor. That's different. I'm definitely getting that little bit of a plum flavor to it. It doesn't, when I think pickled, I think of like vinegar or like really strong flavors like that. And I'm not getting a really strong pickle flavor, but I definitely get the plum flavor in there. It is kind of weird. Not my favorite. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. Next up, we have lemon flavor, which those look like limes to me. Okay, it definitely is more lemon than lime. And it's that very bright, kind of refreshing citrusiness. I'll give that like a 3.9 out of 5. It's a nice palate cleanser after some of the more heavy, rich, pickled plum, saucy pancake weird flavors. And back to the weird flavors with Kyushu seaweed flavor. Actually, no, seaweed's not really what I would consider a weird flavor. Oh my gosh. And the first thing that you notice is that these definitely have a little coating of almost like nori flakes on there. It's giving the seaweed paper that you wrap sushi, you know, your hand rolls in. And yeah, I like it. I'll give that a 4 out of 5. One thing about these is that unlike the seaweed paper snacks, these are not very salty. All right, we're bringing it back to tomato with garden tomato flavor. I'm interested to see how these are going to be different from the chicken tomato flavor, because I felt like for me, the chicken tomato flavor didn't have a lot of chicken. These are like little crispy cubes. They're not actual, like they're deliberately cut this way. It's not just that they're broken. Stronger tomato flavor than the chicken tomato. And the texture is a cross between like a regular Lay's potato chip and then the Pringles can style potato chips. I'm gonna give those a 4. And then what I wanna do, this is Mexican chicken tomato. This is the garden tomato. Mexican chicken tomato has a stronger concentration of flavor, but otherwise these feel pretty darn similar. The only difference being the texture. Next up is Roasted Cumin Lamb Skewer flavor. And actually, I'm really excited for this one because I'm hoping that it's going to be, cumin. Yay! Again, coated nicely, regular style chip. Okay. You get the smokiness, the cumininess, the meatiness from the lamb. Ooh, this is good. It's very, very rich. There's a little bit of spice that hits now in the back of my throat, a bite or two in, but it's not overly strong. It's good. I think I rate this like a 4.8, 4.9. I'm going to put this just below it and maybe like a 4.7. And what I like about the noodle one is that there's that little bit of a brightness to it. There's some kind of vegetable, herb, garnishy freshness in there that takes away from some of the heaviness. These are a really heavy, rich, meaty, like stew kind of situation. So this has a little bit more of a brightness to like a balanced note that kind of gives it a little bit of a freshening up. But honestly, these two have been so far my top favorites, which is interesting because they're not really the flavors I would have thought would have been in my top. Next up is the Texas grilled barbecue flavor. It's a dulled down version of your classic Lay's American barbecue chip. I'll give it a 4. All right, from barbecue to barbecue, we are going with the Zibo barbecue flavor. And you can see there's like some scallions on there, some meat. It looks like some sort of sauce. Smells again to me like a lamb. Yeah, no. Considering how good the noodle flavor and the lamb skewer flavor is, this is just, it's not. It falls flat. Charcoal grilled aroma and firework flavors. I am not getting any fireworks from these. Not that I know what firework flavors taste like, but I'm assuming firework flavors would be like big, bold, strong flavors. And this is not a big, bold, strong flavor. I'd give this a 3. It's not bad. It's just when you have other barbecuey, lamby, grilled, meaty flavors that are much better, it's hard to compete. Next up is the roasted garlic oyster flavor. I'm not sure if I'm excited about this one or scared. Ooh. Definitely a hit of garlic. Not much in the way like of seasoning visible on it. It's definitely garlicky. And it's got that little hint of brininess that you know. I don't think I would know that it's oyster if I didn't know it was oyster. You definitely know that it's something seafoody. I feel like the garlic flavor is something that would get old quickly. Garlic flavor is definitely stronger than the seafood or the oyster flavor. And I feel like I couldn't eat too many of these because the garlic flavor would start to overpower. And this is a sign you know you're getting old, because I feel like I would be burping garlic for like 3 hours after I ate these. I'm going to give these like a 2.9. We are on to our last flavor, and that is grilled chicken wing, and that's another one of the ruffly, ridgy kind of chips. So the chicken flavors so far have not done me so well, so I don't know if this is a great one to end on, because yeah, we again smell like a bouillon cube, but we're gonna give it a try. Ridges, it's fine, less salty bouillon cube. I am curious to know, okay, so we have chicken wing, the one we just tried, and then we have chicken wing with pepper. So let's start with chicken wing with pepper. And then chicken wing. Really not much difference there. Yeah, there's a little bit of pepperiness in the chicken wing with the chili peppers, but they're just giving bouillon cube with less salt, and I'm not a fan of either one of them. So that was a down note to end on, but we've tried 20 different types of Lay's chips from Asia. I think most of them have been from China, from what I can tell from Google translating, possibly all of them. Standout favorites were the rice noodles and the cumin lamb skewer situation. And yeah, like I said, not a fan of the chicken flavors. Lemon was good, kind of bright, kind of interesting. Cucumber, weird, do not like. Spicy crawfish, better than grilled crab. And yeah, that's it. Like I said, I've linked as many of these as I could find down in the description if you are interested in trying any for yourself. But also be sure to check out any of your local international or Asian food markets, because they may carry some of these, or they may be able to order them for you. Let me know down in the comments if you try any of these, or if you'd like to try any of these, which flavors you're interested in trying. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe while you're down there, and I'll see you in the next one.